I'm Tina.
I'm Ross.
And today we are going to do a review of a new fondue we found. Now before we start, we know it's May. We know we're out of fondue season,
Yes.
but we happen to be in our grocery outlet and found this Mifroma Fondue Express. Now we did see a microwaveable fondue in Trader Joe's, not this year unfortunately, but the year before, but I had never seen a single serving one. So we were curious to try it. It was only $2, which is really cheap for us for fondue. And we've really been enjoying fondue. We actually do have a fondue pot, but if you want something quick and easy, this is just so nice.
Yes.
What we normally get from Cost Plus World Market is this Swiss fondue. And we also picked up this year from another store. Oh, and this one's from Swiss Castle, the first one. This is Emmy Swiss Night. So if you have fondue, are you familiar with these brands? Are they very common over in Europe? I'm not sure. As we mentioned, we have also found fondue at Trader Joe's during the winter months. And this year they didn't have it. I'm not sure why. They had a microwavable one and they had one in a package like this that we normally put in our fondue pot. And for some reason it just wasn't there. And we've really been enjoying fondue. In fact, we had read somewhere that in, I forgot which country, if it's Switzerland, Germany, or both, it is a tradition to have fondue possibly on Christmas Eve and also on New Year's Eve. So we started doing this the past 2 New Year's Eves as kind of a tradition to have fondue. So is that something you do in your country? Let us know in the comments. We'd be curious to know that.
Right. And something to point out about these two boxes here, the Swiss Castle and the Emmy, they are both 14 ounces. And I feel bad for having to ask this. The Swiss Castle, this was the one that we got at...
This one's from Cost Plus, and I think it's generally around $12 to $13 for one of these packages. Okay. And it was probably similar for the other package.
And this was picked up at a Rayleigh's?
I think at Rayleigh's, yeah. It's one of our supermarkets that we have. And I've seen it go all the way up to about $14. I think the one we got at Whole Foods one year was $14. And I did do a little comparison of what was in them, like the cheese. Did it have the cheeses? What kind did it say? Whether it had wine and the Kirsch brandy. I understand the Kirsch is really an important ingredient, and they all do have that. Some are more specific about the cheeses. Like I think Swiss Night just said it has Swiss cheese in it. If I remember correctly. Now I can't find the ingredients. There it is, Switzerland Swiss cheese. So it was very vague. These others are actually more specific. The one we're going to try today has Emmental and Le Gruyere, and then it says mountain cheese. And this one has Swiss Emmental, Gruyere, and raclette. So we discovered raclette at Trader Joe's too, and we did get some this past winter, and we are loving raclette. That is so delicious. I'm thinking, do we need, what do you call those, like a little raclette stove? It's like, do we need one of those in our life?
Yeah.
Maybe.
One of those situations where, you know, I look at you, you look at me. Oh, another kitchen gadget. Where are we going to put it?
Where are we going to store it? Yeah, they look pretty big. I did see some smaller ones. I thought, well, how often will we use it? But boy, is it delicious.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. And I think it's probably one of those things where, you know, we'll figure out where to put it. Let's just get one. It is really
We'll
good.
think about that for next winter. We'll see. And before we heat up our Fondue Express here, I do also want to show off my fondue watch from Swatch. I just couldn't resist. You know, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I'm a cheese lover. And I have a collection of Swatch watches anyway. And when I saw this one with the fondue pot, and it has the little forks for the hour and minute hand, I just could not resist that.
Real Swiss. Yeah.
So are we ready to try some of this fondue?
I believe we are.
Okay. Let's heat it up.
Okay.
So we're back, and we just prepped the fondue in the microwave. It was very simple. You just put it in for a minute, give it a stir, put it in for another minute, and we stirred it again. I think we actually kind of stopped it a few times just to make sure it didn't boil over, and it's nice and hot there. So, you know, the unfortunate thing is that without the fondue pot, you don't have that constant heat source to keep it nice and liquidy, and so I can already see it starting to get a little film on top. So that's the bad thing about microwave. But boy, as far as easy of getting a quick fondue stack, you can't beat this.
Right.
So we do have bread to try out this fondue. Normally we like to have a few different things. Like we've had broccoli, cornichons, ham, as some things to dip in the fondue. What are your favorite things to dip in fondue? Let us know down in the comments.
And also, if you do dessert fondue, let us know. And if you have a fave,
Like with a chocolate fondue or something?
yeah, we'd love to know what your preference is.
All right, so here we go. Yeah, it's already starting to thicken up a little bit.
Oh no.
Mmm. Nice flavor. Especially after we recently reviewed that. The canned mac and cheese. Wow, this feels like luxury compared to that. That's really tasty.
Yeah. It has an interesting aroma, but
as I think fondue often does. You know, those cheeses definitely have a smell to them, but they taste delicious. What do you think?
hands down compared to the macaroni and cheese comparison we did. Yeah, it was very good. Very good. You can't beat the ease of this product. Unfortunately, last time I went back to see if there was more, it was all gone.
Yeah, I mean, and for $2, I mean, what a deal. I've never seen this before at a grocery outlet. They tend to have items that maybe are close to their expiration date, which I think these were. I think they were expiring in late May, so that's probably why they were there. Or sometimes when there's just excess product, they get shipped to grocery outlet and
surplus.
You give us a nice discount on those. In fact, they have good prices on wines. We like to go there and look at wine and beer and get good prices on those too.
It was the last place I found Zima. Can't find Zima anymore. But
yeah, so this is great. I almost wish we could compare it to our other fondues, but that would be kind of hard getting out all those fondue pots, and it is so filling to have that cheese, but so delicious. But as far as something quick and easy, if you want a nice snack, it's 5 ounces for a single serving. And we're sharing this right now, but we could certainly eat one probably all on our own.
Yeah, we don't like to share. But this actually reheats fairly easy too. I had some leftovers, and days later had in the refrigerator, and it heated up just fine. So yeah.
Yeah, and I was happy to see it had the typical ingredients in it, the Emmental cheese, and we could also have the Gruyere and the Kirsch brandy. We always like to look and make sure those are all in there. So let us know if you have favorite brands, or do you do it your own recipe? Do you grate your own cheese and put your own brandy in? I've been thinking about trying that. The Kirsch brandy is pretty expensive though. It's about $40 a bottle here. I don't know if that's kind of typical. Brandy is a little expensive, and I think you just use a little bit, but I think it would be good to try something with your own mixture of cheeses.
Right. And also regarding that brandy, for us, I think it wasn't the easiest brandy to find.
It was not, yeah. We had to go to several stores to even find it because I was considering buying some, and not all of our liquor stores have it, so it's definitely a little bit more difficult to find here.
Right.
So I think we're going to go off camera and finish up the rest of this fondue. This was, if we ever saw it again, we'd definitely get more.
Yes.
We definitely stocked up on as much as we could find. I think we got about 3 each, so we're stocked for a bit. But this will probably be gone soon because it's really makes a delicious, nice, quick, and easy fondue meal.
It does.
So if you like food tasting videos, food reaction videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Give this video a like and hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time we post a new video. So until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.